I saw the video that Olamide did with Corty. That was cute. Um,
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
that video was cracking me up because I was like, this is just as bad as it's just as bad as Granola and she. It's just like, because Olamide was saying that
What I've been seeing that on the TL, but I don't know. I don't know what that. I don't know what. I don't get the
yeah,
joke.
okay. So in an interview a few, like maybe a week or two ago, an interview that dropped, someone was interviewing Shally Poppy and was asking him what he likes to eat before a show, and he said he likes granola and shit. Essentially, is what he was saying. Like he likes eating
Oh,
granola,
okay. I get it
yeah, and
now.
all of that. And
I didn't
so
watch the video. I saw the
in
feed.
the Courtly interview with Olamide, she was asking Olamide like, what does he like eating? What's his favorite things and stuff? And Olamide said he really likes vegetables, and
Yeah,
he
broccoli.
can kill for broccoli, and he said he eats like salmon and a bunch of other things. He was just, and so she was saying, you don't eat amala, and he said that shit makes me bloated, and it was just funny to hear because of all the people that I would hear saying that. I wasn't expecting Olamide to say that. But he was talking a lot about a bunch of other things in the video. He was talking about like not wanting to be boxed in as an artist. And I think that's an example, honestly, of somebody that I believe is doing the whole, like, the whole thing we were talking about with the band earlier is growing with the times, essentially. So I'm I'm excited for what all we are able to get out of um, what all we're able to get out of Olamide. I mean, in coming years.
Um,
I have an issue. Like my issue is rappers tend to do that thing, and I feel it's like weird. Like they'll be like, oh, I'm not trying to be boxed. I'm an artist. I'm not a rapper. Like I feel like you can just say, oh, like I'm an artist, but like I feel like sometimes they tend to, and this is not just like an Olamide thing, like it's something that happens like abroad also. Like rappers will come out and say that, oh, they are like an artist because they are no longer like releasing majority like rap songs. But I feel like sometimes it kind of downplays their rap heritage. Yeah, like oh, like when they were doing rap songs, they weren't really doing like, or they weren't really doing something musically.
doing what they
Yeah,
wanted.
or no, no, not doing what they wanted, like being like great, like musically. Like, do you understand?
Wait, how do you get that though?
No, no, like see, so how I get that is like this. They say, oh, like, oh, they don't want to be boxing, that they want to um like the way they say it is like, oh, I want to like explore, I want to do create I wanted to do different things like creatively and all that kind of stuff. And it is all
Yeah.
just their songs that they were not rapping. Do you understand? But like what I'm saying is like, how do they feel, like do they not feel that what they were doing like when they were rapping, like did they not feel like that was like also like they could do like creative things with rap, like not being sidelined? I don't know if you get what I mean. Because
So
like
so I don't think that's very strong. I don't think that's very strong.
because
I think it's
hold on,
just
no,
the innate desire to create.
no, hold on, because this Dante, I want to give you context also to this thing. There is TL context. There is TL context that the reason why
Alright.
Olamide made that statement was because Davido called him a rapper, one rapper from Nigeria, in an interview like a few months ago. and like that's why like he
See,
made this context like, oh, like he's not just a rapper, like he's like that might said like there's a context to this particular
okay,
situation.
I get you, but I think that context is an agenda because I don't think that's what I was replying to at all. I actually think with even what he said in the documentary style thing with Cutty that some people are having issue, but it seems maybe they're not that familiar with Cutty style. And also, I didn't watch the Shut Up video. I scrolled past it, and it's those street style videos whereby basically somebody walk up to you and ask you what's your name and start asking questions. But that's by the way. Um, I think he's talking about this new album, and he's talking about I don't like I don't want people to limit me to rap music, like to just is a rapper. I think it's just that straightforward. And for me, it's very easy for me to understand. He even said like about this recent album that like he feels it's music is if okay, so while I understand something, he feels this album that I just made it for like music enthusiasts or like people who explore in a sense. That's just how I'm seeing it, like the perspective because I like this album. This is like the album that this if I'm going to point around the album from now on, that's the album I'm pointing to. This self-titled album, right? And there are different things. And it's like, okay, if I want to explore things, I don't want people to be like, oh, I don't, you shouldn't do that. You're this. It's as simple as people, he doesn't want people to tell him or define him for himself. I think
Yeah,
that's what it's
I would
about.
see. I would say a
So,
perfect example is when 99 came out and all the discussions that followed that, right? So
exactly, Barema. I was
we
going
had a
there.
lot of conversations around that, and I think it's fair that he wants to be somebody that's able to make what he wants right now, right? And it's not taking away or saying he did the stuff he was making before he didn't want to make it. He's just saying right now this is what I want to do, and I want you guys to be okay with that. And I think that's fair. I don't think that's a strange ask. I don't think it's something to over.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't think that's anything crazy. Um, any other thing besides that? Um, any other thoughts? Anybody have anything else that jumped out to them this week or this past New Music Friday, or anything that they're looking forward
Um,
to?
can I can I just say, people can talk about this. This might be a good segue to talk about people have takes about why is it Rema that can explore. And while you can make some kind of arguments for Olamide, some people feel that other artists do not have freedom. And Olamide even said in that video that he doesn't know why anybody would allow anybody to prevent them from doing the thing they actually want to do musically. Because I think time and time again, people who he signed, they come and like after their first time, they're like, yeah, the man let us do what we want and gives us guidance. And we'll just be there watching and letting you do what you want
I
to
have
do.
a question. Is it that people don't want other people besides Rema to explore, or we don't like the way they go about the exploring?
Oh no, I don't think they don't want. I think people think other people don't explore like Rema, and it's not a question of why don't other people explore. They think other people don't explore mostly. That's
I
the
think
thing.
other people explore. I think everybody goes through some sort of exploration phase. I think the problem is that they're not good at it. That is actually the problem. It's not that people don't want you to explore, it's that they're actually just not good at it.
I feel like it's the kind of sounds that Rema explores with that makes it too because he's exploring with a contrasting sound from what he does normally, very very far from what he does. Every other person explores, but it still feels like a close. It, it still feels close to what they were doing before. But imagine dropping Soundgasm and dropping Kelebu. They are of two different worlds, so it's very very observable and noticeable that okay, this person is doing something totally different.
I
So I
think
think
I
that's why
think
theirs is not noticeable.
I think that's only part of it. I think it is one thing to say people should explore, but they should explore like very loudly or very do something drastically different. I don't think
No,
exploration should be that
no. I mean,
drastically different.
that's what they like a common fan. That's what they expect.
As an
That's when they
exploration,
will be able to
Um,
pinpoint
that
that
yeah.
you've
So they're not
explored.
paying attention
A
to the
general
um,
details. I will say, sorry, I would
a
say
general listener doesn't know these things, so they just feel like you have to do something totally
very
different.
different. I
They are
don't
not
think
paying attention to details.
yeah, I don't think it has to be that different. Like, even if that's what the audience thinks, I don't think it is that people are not exploring. I think it is they're just not doing it well. And that's fine too. Like, I don't think your exploring has to be a big statement. I don't even think you have to make it obvious to the listeners that you are exploring. You are the artist. You are the one that wants to make something. You are the one that is giving us what you are making. You are creating, so go about your creative process, right? And if that makes you do things that you've never done before, try things that you've never tried before, that is fine. I think the issue is that a lot of the time they're not good at it. And the few and what ends up happening is that even when they're not good at it, a lot of artists do this thing where they try to then force it down your throat, basically. So it's like you're already not good at something, you're already not doing it well, but then you are trying to oversell it and you're wondering why people are not buying it. And then sometimes they don't know how to reconcile that. So they take one of two approaches. Either they double down and keep making things like that, and then everybody's just like, what's this one doing? Bye. Or they are like, oh, this is why I liked what I was doing. And they go back to playing it safe as again. And I think there's nothing wrong with exploring, but there's also nothing wrong with exploring and realizing, oh, my, this thing did not work. Let me go and try something else. And I think that's fair too. And I think it is okay for things to not work. Not everything has to actually blow. Like, that is fine.
I
Not
agree with that.
everything has to.
I think artists should be allowed to
Yes, I
fail
think artists should be allowed to fail. But the
of some
problem is
sort.
that the Afrobeats audience doesn't allow artists to fail. But even more so, the Afrobeats artists themselves don't allow themselves to fail. So it's a cycle. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? None of you are doing well because none of is like it's almost like a oh everybody's scared. Like you can make something that's like so like today we were talking about Fido, right? So like if everybody's on this thing where everybody's saying okay Fido's project was really bad, that's fine. He can take that, go back, make something, and drop something that's beautiful the next time, and that's okay too, right? But what will happen is that people will still keep coming back to the thing they said was bad. And I think that is a better explanation for what it is. It is not like in your example, in your problem statement where you said, it is not that people are allowing Rema to explore, but people don't want Olamide to explore. That's not really what it is. What it is that people are comfortable with what they like. They know what they like, right? And so it is not that they
Yeah,
don't want,
they're familiar.
yes, it is not that they don't want Olamide to explore. It is that Olamide has to explore in a way that they cannot reject what he's giving them, right? And they are comfortable with what they like. And if it doesn't work out, that's also fine too.